like to share a little perspective. Something I didn't always appreciate with exercises was the feelings that they would have when they began to exercise. I remember working with one particular client who I had walking. I was monitoring them closely, checking their skin colour, their breathing, and was using Borg's modified rate of perceived exertion. The exercises seemed comfortable until they said, "Chris, I have to slow down." When I inquired why, they replied, "Because I'm starting to sweat." To me, this was an odd comment to make, so I asked again, "On the scale that we discussed, whereabouts are you?" They replied a 5 or a 6. I was confused. The exercises stopped walking and then we had a discussion. Turns out that when they were at school, they were always pushed incredibly hard and this made them hate exercise. When I dug deeper, it turned out that the raise in their body temperature made them feel incredibly uncomfortable. It was many years later that I began to fully comprehend this. After a prolonged absence from any exercise and having had a shoulder surgery, I was extremely deconditioned. When I finally returned to some gentle static cycling, I noticed just how uncomfortable I felt as I started to warm up. It wasn't until I broke into a full sweat that I felt better. Until that moment, I'd become so accustomed to the warm-up and the feelings associated with it, I paid no attention to them. From that day forward, I began to become more aware of what I was feeling, although of course, after a long time, it became second nature again. What I haven't forgotten though, is that others are experiencing things that we don't necessarily understand and we need to appreciate them. Within the fitness industry, if we are truly to raise someone's confidence, we have to show them empathy and understanding. We have to convey this understanding to them as well. And in the wise words of the late Dr. Stephen Covey, when you really listen to another person from their point of view and reflect back to them that understanding, it's like giving them emotional oxygen.